Wow, that's all I can say. Wow. Look at this sky behind me, and look at this location. I had no idea places like this exist in Texas. And it's funny because I was trying to make this video a couple times when I was on the road. I actually made it once while I was driving, and it just didn't come out well, so I get to make it again now, and it's perfect. The setting is perfect for the message. So the first large shipment of cosmic towers came into the United States about 48 hours ago. It arrived at our facility and we began unloading it. And it was a day of work. The German engineering behind the crates and the boxes and things, that container was packed so tight. And at one point we had to have a forklift pulling a tractor, pulling a crate out of the container, but we had just enough equipment and enough strength to get the project done. And I feel like that's symbolic of the Cosmic Tower project as a whole. It's like the strength to carry this project out is in all of us together. So I want to take this video to talk a little bit about my observations about being around hundreds of cosmic towers for 48 hours and share some of the things that have come up. The big picture that I'm talking about is noticing deeper and deeper insights into how the world works and how the Cosmic Tower is an answer to it. That's what I'm experiencing, and I want to give you information from the front lines. So first thing is, the day the towers arrived was a busy day, and it continued till about 5 o'clock when I got a whole bunch of packages dropped off in the at UPS to ship out to you guys. And I thought that during the day, like I kept thinking I was going to eat, and emotional eating and overeating is always an issue that pops up and goes away for me. And I just felt full. I never got around to eating. And finally, like late at night, I had like a little salad and avocado, and then I figured the next day, well, I'll be on the road. I'll probably stop and get some heavier food, and I'll eat while I'm driving. And I didn't get around to it that day either, except for one thing that I'll tell you about in a minute. And so I actually went all day the second day with just a handful of almonds and a little bit of the finishing of some corn chips that I had. And so what I want to share with you first is, like, I feel full. I feel full being around all these towers, and I'm so thankful for that feeling of fullness. I'm so thankful for, like, something to relax into, and I love it when I feel full, and towers can help me do that. Boy, that's pretty magical. So another thing that I noticed while I was driving was that I was going past a lot of cotton fields in West Texas, and where they are growing cotton, for the most part, what you see is just brown, barren dirt and some remnants of last year's cotton. This video is being made in March, so it's about time for the new season. And so that dirt, especially with the hot Texas sun, it just looks so dead. And it's like really easy to understand how our ecosystem is deadened by the system of growing that's being used on top of it. And this year, a lot of the farmers were using cover crops. And so you had barren dirt land right next to a cover crop. And I'm no expert in regenerative agriculture like my friend Chuck Wall is, but it's pretty easy to imagine that the carbon sequestration that's happening when something green is growing on dirt is better than when it's barren. Two, that the microbiome in that place where it's green is going to be healthier. And three, it's going to be a lot less likely that the West Texas winds blow dirt up and cover the sky. Like, one of my least favorite things about living in West Texas is in March and April, when the wind blows and the fields are empty, the dirt gets lifted up and the sky gets blocked out. So forget about a blue sky behind me like this. Like, the sky looks like that in Texas. It's really awful. So it's part, to me, of a broken ecosystem. And there's the healthy ecosystem right next to it. And it just takes a little change. Like, you just put on a cover crop. And then I saw another broken ecosystem, which was when I stopped for gas and I wanted to get food that day. I thought I was going to eat during that drive. I went into a convenience store and I walked all the aisles of the convenience store, and I couldn't find anything that had what looked like it would give my body energy. Like, I just saw stuff that had sugar and chemicals. There was a lot of alcohol in the store. There was a lot of things that I won't put in my mouth anymore. And so I walked out of the store without getting any food, because that ecosystem is broken too. And so the more I drove, I thought about another ecosystem that was broken, or maybe from the beginning it was designed to produce anxiety and discomfort. But the whole issue around speeding and what the speed limit is, I usually want to get as many miles in as I can in as short a time as possible. So I usually stretch what's allowable. So I run typically a little over the speed limit at the allowable rate locally, and then when I go over a hill and there's a cop there, like, I slam on my brakes and I get this feeling in my adrenal system, and I get this cortisol running in my body, and that's broken too. And the whole system of, like, courts and judges and police testifying, and, like, we could just have a speed limit that's best for people on the earth and people could follow it, but we don't. We have this whole industry around speeding. We have industries and industries and industries that are all about causing discomfort and tension and stress in people's lives. And in the 48 hours with all these towers, my level of coherence and understanding about that has just, like, everything's just, like, dropped into place. And I feel so clear about what my life's purpose is. I've felt clear about it before, but this is a deeper and deeper level. And my purpose right now is being put into building a harmonic energy field in this world. And so no sooner did we finish unloading that container than we loaded up a U-Haul and loaded up my truck, and I hit the road and started deliveries. And I'm so thankful. I'm actually at the home of somebody that I just delivered a tower to. And I'm so thankful for the people I'm getting to meet and the experiences that I'm getting to have. But most of all, I'm thankful for the harmonic energy field that's just been created in this home. We've just gone inside and helped set up a cosmic tower. And, you know, that's my role. That's what Patrick Durkin was made by our Creator to be doing right now. I know I'm living my best life doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I want to invite you to listen for your participation in this harmonic energy project, in this cosmic field project. Because right now, we all have a lot of attention and questions on, what about 5G? What about fluoride, right? We have the structured water business. So people ask questions like that. In the cosmic tower business, they ask about energy fields. They ask about 5G. And we're all in these questions of resisting or avoiding that which is being oppressed on us. And the Cosmic Tower Project gives us an opportunity to do something different. It gives us the opportunity to stop focusing on all of that and say, I want to use my energy, action, and resources to spread a harmonic energy field in this world. So some of you are blessed with money, and finances flow easily for you. If you have a lot of money, consider that the most impactful thing that you could do with any of your money is put some of it into the biggest cosmic tower that you can afford, and maybe even some for yourself, children, neighbors, etc. For others, it might be that the most you can do is share a link to this video and ask others to participate with their money, and your role is just to be a connector of information. And maybe you'll inspire somebody who has the money to put in a big cosmic tower who lives right in your neighborhood. The point is that each of us was created to do something. And if we just do that at the best level that we can do it, then the whole puzzle will be formed. The whole world of a harmonic energy field of humans living in love and joy with the earth will come to pass. And that's what I'm standing for. So I invite you to consider the observations of what it's like for me living in this harmonic energy field. Is it's causing greater coherence. It's causing greater feelings of fullness and safety and comfort inside my own body. It's causing me to have great interactions and relationships with people. Another thing that's happening is, as I'm on the road, I just don't have the bandwidth to like plan way ahead. So I know which direction I'm driving, but people keep popping up, and I keep finding out like 3 hours before a meeting that I'm going to meet with this person, or I'm going to have dinner with this person, or I'm going to do an installation here. The installations are a little more known, but those things just keep filling in, and I feel so like in the flow with life. And I think that's part of what the Tower project brings. So I don't know what kind of challenges or opportunities or obstacles you're facing in your life, but I do know being around the towers creates harmony, and harmony, like the setting for this video, it's just extraordinary. I hope you guys can hear the birds and everything. It's really beautiful to be here. I feel really blessed, and I feel really thankful for everybody who's watching this video, and the community that we have, that we're reaching. And I feel thankful for the emerging new earth and new consciousness that we're all a part of. Blessings to you all.